Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC video. I hope you are doing great today. I have another interesting video for you guys, another BTC video for you guys. It's very important and very beneficial. I will be talking about the macro time frames and the micro time frames. Excuse my voice, I sound kind of tired because it's 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm trying to make this video for all of you because it's very interesting information that I'm seeing, and it's a very important day that we're watching on BTC because Monday is, markets will be opening on Monday. Today is weekly close, so it's an important day basically to be sharing information. With that being said, today we're going to be talking about the micro time frames and the macro predictions for BTC, plus the S&P 500, which is very important because whatever the S&P is going to do, BTC will follow in the next couple of weeks or months. Now, there are some positive sides, there are some negative sides. We're going to be talking about both. So there is a bullish side to it and there's a bearish side to it, and there's invalidations of this bullish and bearish side. So first of all, I want to go to the monthly time frame and start with the bullish side of things, basically. So the bullish side obviously is that we have a nice hidden bullish divergence on the monthly RSI and price action. So you can see low, higher low, low, lower low. So this is a hidden bullish divergence, which means continuation of the trend. So we should be having a nice alt season and a nice proper upside pretty soon. My best is after May, but it could happen before. As I said earlier, it's very hard to predict timing on its own. So that's one thing. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame is actually bearish, but there's some good news. We are still holding, as you can see, today's weekly close, right? We're still holding the bottom of the channel. We're still closing weekly candles above it. Now, it doesn't mean that the downside isn't over, because it clearly on the indicators it's not over, but these are lagging time frames and they could flip based on the other time frames as well. What I'm expecting though, if the bullish scenario were to play out before May, so during May, I'm expecting a bounce on the stochastic RSI on 20 on the weekly time frame. So if you see the stochastic RSI crossing bullish and bouncing on this level right here on the 20 level, and we're still in May, then most likely this is one of the signals that the hidden bullish divergence is on. So basically we're going to start to head up, most likely go to the top of the channel. Okay, but obviously in order to reach the top, we have levels of validation, which is 42K, 43K region. Okay, if BTC closes daily candles above 42,000 or 42, 43K region, then the top of this channel now becomes more likely. Why is this so? Because if you open your EMAs, your 18 and 30 EMAs are coming in right now exactly at the heartline of, or at the top of the channel, as you can see, as such, and they're coming in between 43,600 and 42,300. By the time that we reach these will move to the downside, and obviously they will be around that 42 to 43K level. So all in all is great. Everything is good. Everything is Gucci, as they say, from both perspectives. Now, the monthly, like I said, bullish. Hidden bullish divergence there, obviously, because it's the monthly time frame. It could take time, around a month, to play out. Sometimes they do play out faster, sometimes they take slightly longer. And the weekly, if we have that stochastic bounce over 20, will validate the monthly bullish divergence. Now, if we do fail the stochastic RSI, so this stochastic drops below 20 and we lose the heartline of this red channel right here, which is coming in around $36,500 to $37,000 region, then the hidden bullish divergence will come when BTC reaches the low 30s again. So if BTC reaches 31,500 to, let's say 34,500 area, that's where the hidden bullish divergence on the monthly will start to happen, and that's where I think the pump will happen. Now, where will the pump take us? I have no idea, but what I can tell you for sure, there will be a lot of resistance levels. So you have a resistance level here, let me just show you. So if we do this, you have a resistance here area that you need to break here, and then you need to break here, and then you need to break here. So you have a lot, and then you have the orange line, and then you have the tops. So we have a lot of resistance areas, but obviously the EMAs on the daily will give us more clarity on these areas, or where we will basically bounce or not bounce, or get rejected, basically. So that's what I'm seeing right now for the monthly and the weekly. The monthly has a hidden bullish divergence. This weekly is slightly bearish with downtrend, but like I said, it could flip anytime if we have that stochastic bounce. Now the 3-day time frame is obviously bearish and bearish territory, and the daily time frame is also bearish and in bearish territory as well. The positive things that I see for the daily time frame is that we have a bullish divergence on the daily time frame, as you can see, very clear: low, lower low, low, higher low, and also on the RSI you have it as well, as you can see. So we have a bullish divergence as well on the daily time frame, and it's happening, I think, tomorrow. So that's pretty good. And this bullish divergence might take us to the top of the EMAs, daily EMAs, which are coming in between $40,000 and $40,500. If we manage to break that, it will be a very strong, positive, bullish thing for BTC. But I'm not gonna be comfortable until I break 42,000 to 43,000 region. That's pretty sure. So if I want upside towards 55k, I need to break that 42 to 43k region. Now, what about the bearish scenario? The bearish scenario is very simple, actually. I'm gonna show you here. Just show you. So right here, BTC on the 1 hour time frame, you can see it was experiencing some resistance. It has a nice breakout, retest, and a bounce. Pretty good. Everything looking good. The only, sadly, there's not too much volume on the bounce, but if we are able to, you know, just break this level around 38,600, which are, by the way, EMAs. These are 4-hour EMAs. They are going to push you down. So if we're able to break above $38,695, then the likelihood of going towards those daily EMAs around $40,000 becomes like 90%, highly likely. If not, be very careful, another rejection might come. Now obviously the S&P 500, like I said at the beginning of the video, will have an effect on this, and we will analyze it by the end of the video. Now one last thing I want to talk about is obviously the bearish scenario, which is very simple. Lose this trend line with rejection. So if you lose this trend line and then you start to get rejected, and then you reject it, and then you lose this heart line, this is basically the scenario that you will tell you that you are failing and you're going for capitulation, and you're heading towards this area around let's say 31,500. Only if you break the heart line, only if you, and one of the signs obviously of capitulation will be daily stochastic RSI below 20. That's for sure. And another sign, which is a confirmed sign in my opinion, is a daily close under 36,800 or so. So if you start to see daily candle closes here on BTC around that area with a proper, you know, rejection and retest rejection, that basically will signal to you that low 30s are in play. Till now, that's not the case. It's not visible yet in my personal opinion. We still haven't lost the trend line. Till we lose the trend line, I'm not going to start worrying too much. But once we do start to lose the trend line, you need to pay attention very closely to this heart line, which is around $37,000 or 36,800. Because if you lose this trend line, like I said, low 30s are in play. Whereas if you bounce, that doesn't mean that we're out of the woods yet, because we can consolidate in a region between these two lines before deciding whether we break up or we break down. Obviously, the indicators by then will give me more information and more data, and I will be able to share it with you as well. Now, last but not least, the S&P 500, and then I'm going to go back to summarizing the BTC chart because it's very important. Now, the S&P 500, how it opens tomorrow is going to be very important. If I go to the 4-hour time frame, as you can see here, we are at the level of previous support. So this is support. If you pop your indicators, you see that you are in a bullish type of situation with your indicator with a potential fake out. So this is a fake out. This was gonna cross bullish and then we're dropping again, but I don't think this drop is gonna do, you know, it's gonna do this. I think this drop will be you know, just a fake out drop. So something as such and then such, and then this will help BTC as well have that short squeeze, because I think that's what BTC is going for. Usually before capitulation happens, you need to have a short squeeze. If there's no short squeeze, there's no capitulation, and it's rarely the case where basically you just capitulate with no short squeeze, because you're basically allowing people who shorted to have profits. And we know by now that many people have been shorting for a while. So the likelihood of a short squeeze to the upside becomes highly likely in this type of scenario, especially the S&P 500 is showing it. 4 hours bullish. Daily time frame in the S&P 500 is also bullish. And this would give us a very nice rally for BTC towards 43K. But again, are we going to break 43K? It's very, very hard to say yes. So like right now I cannot say. When we get there, I get more data, I can share the video or the information that I see, and we'll take it from there. We're going to take it step by step. So that's what I see for the S&P 500 on Monday. So I think there will be a small, fake out drop and then a push up, short squeezing everybody on BTC, on crypto, and then hopefully getting us as high as $43,000 to even $42,000. And when we're there, I will analyze again. Now, I know many people say like, oh, this, that, we go to 50 from there, but I'm not that type. I don't like to jump the gun. I like to see the information and the data at $42,000 and $43,000. But what I can tell you for sure is that closing daily candles above this region is very, very bullish for BTC and makes the likelihood of going to 55 increase exponentially. So that's what I wanted to point out. Now, let me just go back to the BTC chart just to summarize very quickly what we're seeing. So in order to summarize what we're seeing for BTC, I'm going to keep it very easy. We have a hidden bullish divergence on the monthly time frame, which usually takes around a month or two to play out, sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, but it's coming. It's coming there. And that bullish divergence on the monthly is going to give us nice couple of green months for sure. Now, where will this bullish divergence start? It will all depend on the weekly time frame. If the weekly time frame can manage to bounce on the stochastic RSI over 20, then most likely the bullish scenario will happen when that bounce happens on the stochastic RSI 20 level. If the stochastic RSI drops below 20 level, then the likelihood of going to low 30 increases exponentially, and then the bullish hidden divergence will probably play out from there. I don't expect BTC to drop below 30 on this drop, but I do expect BTC to drop below 30 by end of year. That is my expectations right now. If anything changes, I will let you know. And as for capitulation, like I said, it's very easy for now. The early signs of capitulation is A, you lose. Let me just show you here. A, you lose this trend line right here. That's one of the signs, the negative signs. But the worst sign that you will have is daily stochastic RSI below 20 and daily closes below 36,800. That's the sign that, okay, we're going towards 31,500. But like I said, these low 30 levels, whether it be 31, 32, or 33, or 34, I think that's where BTC will have the will consolidate and then have that nice bullish upside on the monthly time frame, because there is a nice bullish monthly divergence forming, and divergences are not to be messed with. Trust me, when you see them, take them. So that's pretty much it for BTC. I don't have anything to add. Sorry, I'm brain foggy because it's like 3 a.m. in the morning. I don't even know what I'm saying some of the times, but I really wanted to just give the information to you guys because it's very important in my personal opinion right now, especially today. I don't want people to panic sell or panic buy or do whatever without proper confirmation. But to just summarize, good things are coming for BTC. Good, nice push-ups. Will these push-ups break all-time highs? I can't be sure, but they will be. You will be able to capitalize on these push-ups. That's important. So buy the dip and sell the push-up. Worst case scenario, right? And yeah, thank you for watching the video. I'm sorry about the brain fog. It is 3 a.m. in the morning, but like I said, I appreciate all of your support. Like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to the channel. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below. If you want to inquire about my private paid Discord, which now includes a signals group, by the way, you can message me on my private Telegram so I can give you all the information that you need to basically get. Thank you again for watching the video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye, guys.